Can you hear the wind? And this wintry scene behind me, this was actually March of last year, but it's Vlogmas. And so we're dreaming of a white Christmas, are we not? So in today's episode, episode number 2, I'm going to be talking about Thanksgiving as we head towards a Merry Christmas and what I did wrong. Now, I did it wrong on purpose as an experiment, and boy, did I find out. So, what's the saying? Mess around and find out. I think it goes something like that. So, I certainly did find out. So, Thanksgiving, wonderful church family and good friends of mine invited me over for Thanksgiving. I was very thankful for that. It was a great family. We hung out, watched some football, and then it was time to eat. And so, what did I did? I had already purposed that I was just going to eat everything or whatever I wanted to eat of everything. I always skip the cranberry sauce. So I did skip the cranberry sauce. But, I had mostly dark meat turkey. I did have mashed potatoes and gravy. I had 2 different kinds of stuffing and gravy. I had this wonderful Jello, is the orange stuff mixed up with the Cool Whip. You know how they make usually Thanksgiving. There's a dish like that. No marshmallows in this one. It was very good tasting. I also had a giant cookie. I had a regular slice of pumpkin pie with a dab of Cool Whip on top of that. What else did I have? Oh, there was this. So this is Iowa, right? So there's corn everywhere. so so there was this corn casserole kind of thing. It was really tasty. Corn here is very good. And so I had some of that, and but no seconds. So I didn't grab any seconds of anything. I just had one plate, and then I got right back on to carnivore the next day, or I should say ketovore, because I am still doing keto chow, which I'm enjoying very much. And I tell you what, man, before Thanksgiving, I actually had my weight stall had stopped, so I was starting to lose weight again. So why would I do this? I don't know. I kind of regret it. I knew I would probably regret it. So I got down to 215, which for me is low, right? So I had lost 15 carry the one. I had lost 16 pounds altogether. So I didn't weigh myself for a few days after Thanksgiving. I gained 5 pounds. So it's back up to 220. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm 5'5", 5'4". Okay, fine. And and so, that's a lot of weight for someone my lack of height. Even though I have a lot of muscle on my legs, those have kind of atrophied with age. I need to get those back. But anyway, I digress as usual. So since then, I've started to lose the weight again. I've lost an additional carry the one, almost 3 pounds since Thanksgiving. So it's starting to come back off. And I didn't feel terrible. Really didn't have a lot of other symptoms, like I didn't have brain fog come back or anything like that I really noticed. But look at my face. And it's actually better than it was yesterday. Yesterday was terrible, but I got breakouts all across here, all across here. I mean, it's just splotchy and gross. And this had started to get better just before Thanksgiving too. Now I do have breakouts in spurts, even as I've been carnivore. This is worse than normal, like by a lot. And like I said yesterday, it was even worse than this. So I kind of hate it. Now, I've also been a little bit sick. I had a kid in my car, with my job. I drive kids to Omaha and back during the school day, which is an hour drive from here. So 2 round trips to Omaha. It's a lot of miles, but it's a good job. I like it. And the kids are great. So this poor kid, he had strep. He missed a day, came back the next day, still coughing and blowing his nose and stuff. I'm like, okay, here we go. So I think it was Thursday, my throat was on fire. And Thursday night, I wasn't feeling great. And I was like, well, this can go either way. I'm either going to sleep it off or I'm going to wake up worse. And I kind of was hoping I wouldn't have to call in sick Friday. Well, Friday morning, I felt better, not great, but better. I mean, better. And then by Friday afternoon, I was pretty great. And today it's still lingering stuffy nose, but I feel fine. So carnivores don't stay sick or don't get sick. So would that be contributing to this? Maybe. Hard to say for sure, but I'm going to blame Thanksgiving because I really think that's what it was. But like I said, it was back on track the next day. I'm back on track. So what am I going to do for Christmas? I'll tell you what I'm going to do for Christmas. I'm going to stick to my plan. Excuse me. I'll probably edit that out. So I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm going to eat my carnivore ways with some keto chow. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to have pork belly and butter and some eggs if I can afford it, and some steak if I can afford it. And I've had people bring me meat. So my freezer, I've been eating on the stuff that people have been giving me. It's been really cool. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, but it's starting to run out, so I might have to, I'm also eating plenty of hamburger, and I'm buying that at the local store, and they have the butcher's blend, which they add more fat to it. So it's more fat than the 80/20. So, and they don't know exactly what it is, so they don't label it, but it's probably like 75/25, something like that. Anyway, it's really good. So eating lots of that too. And so I'm just going to stick with that through the holiday season and into 2024 and through 2024 and it's a lifestyle. So I messed around and found out at Thanksgiving, not planning to do that again. And great news, I ordered my Santa hat. It'll be here Monday. And an ugly sweater. I don't know that I'll need it, but I ordered one. At least it's good to have an ugly sweater on hand when you need one. I'll probably sport both of those in a future Vlogmas video, but this will conclude this one as we are dreaming of a white Christmas and looking at the forecast. If you're in the Midwest and the East Coast, especially Mid-Atlantic North, starting to look like it might be a white Christmas. So I certainly hope so. Yep. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. See you soon.